कई सत्ता के लॉकडाउन के बावजूद के वायरस की
Hello everyone, good afternoon to all. So today we will see practical number 19, that is anaerobic culture methods or anaerobiosis. As you know, obligate anaerobic bacteria can grow only in the absence of oxygen. Hence, for the growth of such bacteria, anaerobic environment is needed. So to create such environment, there are some methods. So here is the list of some methods to create anaerobiosis. So first, second method is by displacement of oxygen. Third method is the absorption of oxygen by chemical method. Fourth method is the anaerobic chamber or anaerobic blowback. Method is by incorporating reactive agents in the media. And the last one is reduced anaerobic stabilized. So the first method is the production of bacteria. So in this method, the anaerobiosis is by incubating culture plates in a vacuum precipitator. But by this method cannot remove 100% of oxygen from the jar. So we can see the example of candle jar. Here you can see the diagram of candle jar. So in candle jar, all the inoculated media are placed in the jar with a lighted candle, and then the jar is filled. The burning candle reduces oxygen to a point where the flame goes on. This provides an atmosphere of approximately 3 to 5% of CO2. This method is very much useful for the capnophilic bacteria such as Brucella, Streptococcus, Pneumococcus, and Gonococcus. The second method of anaerobiosis is by displacement of oxygen. So this involves evacuation of the air from the jar and the replacement with some inert gas like hydrogen, followed by removal of the residual oxygen by the use of catalyst. It is carried out by two ways. The first way is the Macintosh and the Phillips anaerobic jar, and the second way is the use of Anexomat instrument. So here you can see diagram of Macintosh filled jar. Here you can see this Macintosh filled jar. The use of Macintosh filled jar is the most reliable and the widely used anaerobic method. This consists of a glass or a metal jar with a metal lid that can be clamped air. The lid has two tabs acting as inlet and outlet. You can see there one is inlet and the second one is outlet. The catalyst, that is the aluminium fillet coated with palladium, is placed under the lid. The outlet tube is connected to a vacuum pump and the air inside is evacuated. Then the outlet tap is closed and the inlet tube connected to a hydrogen supply. Then the jar is filled with hydrogen and the catalyst, that is the aluminium fillet coated with the palladium. It helps to remove the residual oxygen by combining with the hydrogen to form water. So this is the principle of Macintosh filled jar, and by this way we can create anaerobiosis or anaerobic condition. The second way of creating anaerobiosis is the use of Anexomat anaerobic system. Here you can see a diagram of Anexomat aerobic system. This is an automated equipment which evacuates the air from the jar and replaces by hydrogen gas from a cylinder. The same catalyst is used here to remove the traces of oxygen. It is easier to operate than Macintosh jar method and claims to be highly effective for creating anaerobiosis. The third method of anaerobiosis, or to create the anaerobic condition, is the absorption of oxygen by chemical method. In contrast to evacuation and the replacement technique used in Macintosh jar, here in this method, the oxygen is removed by chemical reactions. We can take the example of gas pack jar. So here you can see a diagram of gas pack jar. At present, it is the most commonly used method for anaerobiosis. It is very simple to perform and perfect for laboratory having less sample load. It uses packets. You can see there packets, small pouches are there, and in these packets sodium bicarbonate or sodium borohydride is there, which reacts chemically in the presence of water to produce hydrogen and the CO2 gas. The traces of oxygen is removed by using the same catalyst used in the Macintosh fate jar. The catalyst, which one is the catalyst? That is the aluminium pellet coated with the palladium. It is the catalyst. This catalyst we can use here also, that is in the gas pack jar. So this is the principle of gas pack jar. Now there are some indicators for anaerobiosis. There are two types of indicators. So in chemical indicator, methylene blue is used, and this reduced methylene blue, it remains colorless in anaerobic conditions and turns blue on exposure. Colorless reduced blue, we can say that there is perfect anaerobiosis. The second is the biological indicator. So in biological indicator, a plate inoculated with the Pseudomonas is incubated along with the other inoculated plates for anaerobic culture. The absence of growth of Pseudomonas indicates that the perfect anaerobiosis has been achieved. So these are we can use to check whether there is perfect anaerobiosis. The fourth method is the anaerobic chamber, or it is also known as anaerobic glow box. It is a self-contained anaerobic system that allows microbiologists to process the specimen and perform most bacteriological techniques for isolation and identification of anaerobic bacteria without exposure to oxygen. Here you can see a diagram of anaerobic chamber or anaerobic glow box. It is an airtight glass-fronted cabinet filled with an inert gas with an entry lock for the introduction and the removal of the material. The fifth method is by incorporating reducing agents in the medium. So we all know that all the culture media contain dissolved oxygen. So this dissolved oxygen in culture media can be reduced by various reducing agents like 1% glucose, 0.1% thioglycolate, 0.1% cysteine, 0.1% ascorbic acid, and cooked meat pieces. There are two culture media which are widely used. The first one is thioglycolate broth. It is nothing but the nutrient broth containing 0.1% thioglycolate. This media or this broth is used for the anaerobic and microaerophilic bacteria. The second most widely used anaerobic culture broth or the media is the Robertson's cooked meat media or broth. It is nutrient broth containing pieces of minced cooked meat. Unsaturated fatty acids are present in meat, and these unsaturated fatty acids, they will utilize oxygen for the auto-oxidation. This reaction is catalyzed by hematine in meat, and then after inoculation, the surface of the medium is covered with a sterile liquid paraffin. This is the diagram showing Robertson's cooked meat pieces. In this bottle, you can see at the bottom there are pieces of meat particles. Then the last method is the pre-reduced anaerobic sterilized media. These media, they are prepared entirely under the oxygen-free conditions from initial sterilization to packaging in sealed foil packets. So these are some anaerobic culture methods or some methods to create anaerobiosis. So this was very small practical, and there are two questions in your journal for this particular practical. The first question is to enumerate the methods of anaerobiosis. So today's briefing was all about the methods of anaerobiosis. So you have to mention, you have to enumerate all the methods of this anaerobiosis, and you have to write there all the methods. The second question is draw the diagram of Macintosh field jar. So I showed you the diagram of Macintosh field jar. We have to draw the diagram there also. So this was number 19, and the all demonstration part, that is the gas pack jar and the Macintosh field jar, RCM, whatever is there. So all these demonstration part will be covered when you people will join again. So this was the briefing for this practical number 19. This was very small practical. Again, thank you.